Oh, hey. So today I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about what's been going on with me and about Hashimoto's and some of the things that my naturopath and I are going over. One of the things that you should probably start to think about is your diet. One of the Probably the first thing you should look at is your toxicity level. Did I say that right? I hope I did. You should look at that if you're seeing a doctor, if you're seeing a naturopath, if you're seeing, a functional medicine doctor, something like that. Let me rewind. The very first thing you should do is get a doctor that listens to you. And once you get that, then majority of your battle is no longer just you fighting. Being heard is probably the most important thing, and fighting until you get heard. That's your job. It's your life. They don't live in your body. You do. So definitely for oh, mm, fight for your life. So the next thing you should look at is your toxicity level or toxic load, whatever verbiage of that you'd like to use. And I'm pretty full of toxins. Isn't that exciting? Not at all. So one of the ways that I am, several of the ways, but one of I'm several things I'm doing, but one of the ways that I'm taking control of that is doing two different diets, but one of them, I don't like the word diet. I've said that I don't know how many times on my other channel. I mean that, but one of the things that I am focusing on is this particular book, and I really like it. I like the way that it's put in for if you're going to do this vegan style, paleo, Mediterranean. There's all kinds of. They probably don't want me to show you what's in here, but there's just a little. I can get the. So you can see. There it is. Is it focused? How it'll tell you, this is vegan, this is paleo, and it's also Mediterranean, boom. Or it'll give you a tip on how to make it that way, if that's what you want. There's several action plans in here, and I just really like that they made this easy because this can be a hard thing to do to kind of, if you're not coming off of something like I am, like the Whole30, being my second round of the Whole30. Um, that might be a little bit hard. I have learned that gluten and I were never friends. Gluten was my I guess since I'm a girl, it's not a mistress. Um, but even it was my secret lover, I guess, but was just doing me all kind of wrong and dirt on the inside. And I knew it. I knew it. I let it do it to me. I did. I said, I just love the sweet everything about you. And I'm just going to let you run rampant in my body. So, no more. And I've actually found a really good brand um, that I'm going to try and make these cupcakes because I think, let me tell you what happened at the VA hospital. So I went to go get my blood drawn. And to just basically tell them that they could kick rocks because they hadn't listened to me for 13 plus years. So when I told them that I've seen a naturopath, then they wanted to start listening. Then they wanted to hear what I had to say. Then they wanted to hear what the naturopath had to say. And so they finally did an entire thyroid panel. They did the antibodies. They did all of this stuff. I don't have that back. That was on Monday morning, and it's Wednesday. So once I get all that back, I just wanted to get it done because I needed some of the blood work anyway. But I wanted to definitely tell my doctor how furious I was with her. So I go in, and they don't say to me that I don't have the same doctor. They wait for me to see that, they put me in the room, and I'm like, so where is my doctor? And they're like, well, she's not your doctor anymore. Well, why not? And, basically they saw that when I went to the ER that apparently I'd made an impression on the ER doctor, and the ER doctor documented that. and how upset I was. And I kind of appreciate that. But I'd like a little heads up because I still didn't get to tell her how I felt. Like maybe I should have punched her in her throat. But I wasn't going to because God is good. And I mean, but I can have those feelings. I just don't have to do them. And I didn't get to do them. So, it worked out. Anyway, this is one of the things that I'm doing. And I'm also going to be trying to incorporate it kind of in a keto way. I was intending on going keto right after I did Whole30 with my husband, but I got diagnosed with Hashimoto's. So that's not where I'm going, but I can still do a little higher fat. Um, but my meals will consist of lots of bone broth, lots of gelatin type, grass fed, the orange the orange container of Great Lakes. I have I have another bag of grass fed, um, pure organic gelatin that I'm going to use up. And what else? Bone broth, soups. I'm going to be, stewing a lot of my food for a while. And then I have a 90-day protocol with quite the, I mean, like this is what I'm dealing with. And I don't know if you can see here on the green how it's empty. And there's just a couple in the yellow and maybe 4 in the blue, but this here green section is chock full, it's full. And then there's just 1 in here. And then I have 3 droppers that I take for, one of them is to help kind of build back the fluid in a disc in my spine. And then the other 2, one is to rehydrate me. And then there's another one to build my minerals because my mineral count is really low. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update on what my plan is right now. And I will be back. It's still kind of hard for me to swallow. And so I'm sorry if I'm doing that a lot, but that's because I can't. It's hard. So I'm going to try to not do that because that can be very annoying, especially if the volume is really loud. And other than that, I'm going to probably start with this book. I'm not a big fan of smoothies because I like to eat my food, and that's just coming off the Whole30. I didn't really do any smoothies. Oh, kombucha and sauerkraut. So fermented foods are things that I'm going to be eating a lot of. And I may be allowed to incorporate some honey back in my diet like I did for the kombucha, like jello shot things that I make for myself. And they're good. It's just the kombucha flavor that I use is very faint. So I've got to get something that's a little bit more heavy because I do love the flavor of kombucha and I do love the benefit. So if I'm going to do this, I need the benefit of the gelatin and I need the benefit of the flavor. So, and I can post a link below, I think, where I found the recipe if I can find it. If I can't find it, I'm sorry. I just know it by heart now because I've done it a couple of times and it was super easy. It's 3 tablespoons of the gelatin, a 16-ounce bottle of whatever your favorite kombucha is, a tablespoon of honey, and 2 cups of boiling water. There you go. Nothing else. Organic raw honey. You guys know the deal. So, and make sure that the gelatin is organic and grass-fed. You know the deal. So that's it for today. I will come back, and tomorrow I have my beauty counter event that I'm super excited to go to. Greg is going to be there, the founder of Beauty Counter, and I'm super excited to meet her and get a pedicure and manicure because these here nails need to be done. Oh, and what am I wearing today? I don't have on any liner or anything like that. You know, eyeliner or mascara because I just didn't feel like having to take any of it off. I am wearing our lip sheer in Rose. Is that going to focus? It tried. It tried it. Okay, we're done because I hate staring at people when they're doing stuff like that. If it ain't gonna focus, it ain't gonna focus. I'm wearing it in Rose.